How do you get this Hello World client-side web part onto a SharePoint site page? You can see the Hello World app from the site contents of my SharePoint team site, but how did the app get there? I can add the Hello World app to my site collection from the New button above because the app has already been uploaded and deployed to my Apps for SharePoint list. And here's the Hello World app as a list item in my Apps for SharePoint catalog. You can see that the app has been deployed to the site collection. The Hello World app is just a zip file that contains some TypeScript, XML, CSS, and so on. So where did this app come from? To make the Hello World app, you will need to set up your development environment to make client-side web parts for SharePoint. You can follow the instructions on Microsoft's website to install Node.js, Gulp, and Yeoman with the SharePoint generator. It's pretty easy to install these tools, but be aware that only certain combinations of different version numbers will work together. With our development environment installed, let's make the Hello World web part by executing the following series of commands in a Windows PowerShell. Default, SharePoint Online, use the current folder, I'm only going to deploy this to a site collection, not the full tenant. There are no API calls from the web part. It's a web part. I'm calling it Hello World. Default description. No frameworks like React, Vue, Knockout. The web part's been created. I will clear my screen now and run the next command. And we'll just test this on in a web browser with a local server. The server's been started and it's showing a local server with a workbench. Gulp Serve has opened my browser to a local workbench where we can test the new web part. Here we can add it, we can edit it, and we can view the properties. Use Control-C in PowerShell to kill the server. Let's clear our screen and execute the next 3 commands to build, bundle, and package our web part. Clear our screen. Clear our screen again. And now we're ready to upload our web part to SharePoint. If we change our directory to SharePoint and Solution and do a listing, you can see our web port as a SPPKG, a SharePoint package. I can navigate back to our solution directory, and if I just start code space dot, I can start Visual Studio Code. And within Visual Studio Code, we can say the same directory structure over here. And here's our web part, which is just a zip file of everything that's in this debug. I can navigate to the solution package in my File Explorer here. And I can just drag and drop this into my Apps for SharePoint catalog. Do I trust the web part? Do I want to deploy it? Absolutely. And there it is. It's all deployed. Go over here to my site contents. And I can add this new app. Here it is. It's been deployed successfully or added successfully. Go back to my site contents page. And now you can see the new web part here that's been added. And this now I can add to a SharePoint page like any other web part. Let's go back to that first site page I had. Let's edit this page. And let's add a new web part. And you'll see I've got the hello one, which is the first one, and this is the new one, hello world. And there it is. So I hope that helps you get started.